How to analyze data sets with Power BI only. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to analyze data sets with Power BI. I'll show you how to get data sets from your source and how to clean those data using Power Query, and then how to model those data in Power BI data model, and how to use DAX to calculate your measures, that's our revenue and cost of goods and also total orders, and then how to draw insights from our data, how to analyze those insights in our data, and how to also visualize those insights in our data. And then I'm going to build a complete dashboard here in Power BI. So let's dive right in and see how to draw those things. So here is our Power BI, and we have the data I'm going to be working with here, right here. Okay, so I'm going to be working with this data here. Let me open it so you can see that we're going to be working with here. So this data contains three different tables here. You can see them here. The first table here is the order table, followed by the customer table, and then the product table here. So we have these three tables here we're going to be working with. So the first table contains the metrics, it's like the product and the quantity that they ordered for the product and so on. And this one contains the info about the customers. You can see the customer's email address, the customer's name, the customer's postal code, the country, the loyalty card of the customer, and so on. And then we have the product info in this our product table here. We have the product ID, the coffee type, that is the product type, rose type, the size, unit price, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to be joining these three tables together using Power Query, and we're going to clean these tables in case you have anything to clean in this table. Okay, so let's see if you have anything to clean here. I'm not sure we have anything, though we have some things to clean. So let's go to our Power BI and continue from there. So I'm going to open Power BI now. So open your Power BI here, and you can see a blank report here, or just go straight to get data from Excel workbook. So click that one. So it's open like a wizard for you to get data set from your Excel work. So my own is in the database YouTube. This is where I store my YouTube videos and my YouTube files. Okay, so in that YouTube folder we have a database there where I store my data sets in. So I have this coffee order here. I'm going to open that one in my Power BI now. So click on open here. It's going to open it for you, so you can see more options. So you can see that these are those tables we have in our coffee order data. You can see them here. So I'm going to get all these tables now into my Power BI. So you check all the tables and then click on load. So if you click on load here, that means it's going to load this data here into your Power BI for you. But I want to take this data here to my Power Query, then clean my data in Power Query before I now bring it back to Power BI for further analysis. So I'm going to transform data in Power Query. So I'll click on transform data here. It will take me to Power Query. I'm going to clean my data in Power Query before I bring it back to Excel. So you can see here that we have some data here that they have short names. Okay, let's see how many data we have here. We have DLM, then you have the sizes here, unit price per bag. So I don't need this one, so I can easily remove this one. I don't need. Okay, profit, unit price. Okay, size, I don't also need size. Okay, so I'm good with the product table. So the other table here, we have so many things in this other table here that we don't need. So I'm going to select only the things that I need. Okay, so I need the order ID here, I need the order dates, the customer ID, the product ID, the quantity ordered. All these ones are actually empty columns, as you can see them here. So I'm going to right click on this column header and then remove other columns here. As you can see here, I want to go to the last table, which is the customer table here, and also clean the data. So I don't want the email, so I'll just select the things I want from this one. Also, so I need the customer ID, click on it, then hold your control, then select other things that you need. Okay, so I need the customer name, the city, the country, what else, loyalty card. Yeah, I'm good. So I can easily remove other columns and leaving the columns I selected here. Okay, so I click here and I remove other columns. So now these are the columns that I need. Okay, let's check again if we are good to go. So this rows type here means the L here means the light, the D means dark, and then the M here means medium. So I'm going to change them to their full meaning because you might not know the meaning of these short names here. So I'm going to change all of them to their full meaning. Okay, I'll just use the replace values here to replace all the L here for lights. So I will replace value to find is going to be L, and replace the L with what? With the lights. That means L means lights, right? Then M here means medium, so I will replace value as well. M means medium, enter. Then D here means dark, so click on the value here and right click and then choose replace value, then replace D for what? For dark. Okay, that's how to replace value here. So let's replace these values here as well. So ARA here means Arabica, so replace value Arabica, enter. Then this ROB means Robusta. Okay, so replace value Robusta, enter. And LIB here means Liberica, right? So replace value Liberica. And the last one here means Excelsa. Okay, it means Excelsa. Let's see here, like an Excel, right? Excelsa. Okay, so now we've cleaned this data. Now we understand the meaning of each of these words here. So let's check for this place as well. All good here. Let's check customer as well. Yeah, we're good. So you can now load this data now into your Power BI. After this, your data thing that you have done here, you can now load this data here to your Power BI to perform data model, where you can join these 3 different tables together to make it one table, so you can get insight from different tables. Okay, so close and load. So they have closed now. So depending, there are pending changes in your queries that have not been applied, so it's going to apply now. So you can see our tables here. We have our tables here. The first table here is the customer table, order table, and the product table. So Excel is actually very smart enough to help us to do our data model automatically by itself. So I'm going to check our data model to see if it was actually correctly done. Okay, and as you can see here, Excel has done it for us automatically. So these are our 3 tables. The order table is the middle table, like the facts table. So you can see, so you join the tables together to make them one table. This is what we call data modeling. So join different tables together to make them one table. So I'm going to cancel all those join and do it by ourselves. Okay, so I can explain how to do it to you. We're going to delete those relationships that have been created by Power BI for us. So if you now go to your table now, and if you want to go and use some insights in your tables now, let me say I want to get my customers country here by their unit price, order, product unit price. Let's use unit price. As you can see here, these 3 customers are still having the same unit price, right? They're having the same unit price. So that means if you go to our data model and then create the connection again by ourselves, they're going to change. Those unit price are going to change, right? So let's go and create the connection by ourselves now. So it comes to the data model here, then we have the product ID and we have the product ID here. So I'm going to drag the product ID from one table to the product ID in another table. So drag the one from here to on the one here. So put it on it, and it's going to create the connection for you. So they're asking you, you want to create the connection based on these 2 columns, right? Yes. So do you want filtering to be cross filtering or single filtering? So I want both filtering. So this is many to one relationship here, because from many order to one product. Okay, so click on save, and it has created that. So let's do this one as well. So you drag the customer ID here to the customer ID in our customer table, drag and drop it here. You can see they are going to be created on the customer ID, so here and here. So you want both filtering as well, so save. That's how to create connections between different tables in Power BI. So now let's go and check our data here. You can see now that those values have changed. So the total is 626, but here we have difference for them now. So let's check other things. we remove the unit price. As you can see here, so we are getting different values for each of them now, right? So now the next thing is now to get our total sales, that is total revenue, or you can also call it total sales. Okay, so you can use tax now to get our total revenue, and that is going to be on. So let's check the content in this table because don't see the content yet. So let's check the content in this table. If you want to view the contents in this table, just come to the table view here to see the content in those tables, right? So we can know which one to create our DAX measures on. Okay, so we're going to go to our customer table now. If you want to see your total customer now, you can easily use the customer ID here to see your total customers, right? And if you want to see your total revenue, so you can easily use the table here to calculate your total revenue by multiplying the quantity here by the unit price here to get your total revenue, and this is our profit, right? So that is how you create DAX measures in Power BI. So let's go and create our revenue now. So I'm going to use our DAX to create our total revenue and total customers and also total orders. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use DAX now to create our total revenue, so you can see what we have in our total revenue. So we're going to go here and then right click on the orders here and then choose new column to create our total revenue column. Okay, so here in this columns here now, to add a new column to our order table, so it's going to be revenue. Then revenue is going to be equals to that's quantity. You can see the quantity here, that is the quantity in the order table, then multiply it by the unit price in the products table. So unit price in the products table. Price from the products table. So we use related to get the product, we use related to get the columns from other tables. Okay, because I'm currently on the orders table here. So if I want to get the column from another table, that is the product, we have to use the related function to get the columns from the other tables, then press enter. So now let's see what we have as our revenue. So click on this table view here, and then the revenue is in this place. Drag it in, and then our rows type is coffee. Let's use coffee type to see our revenue. You can see the revenue by each of the coffee types here. Okay, that is how to calculate our revenue. Okay, and then if you want to see your revenue by countries, you can easily use the revenue by countries as well. So you come to countries here, drag it, and then put your revenue in there, so you can see revenue by countries now. Okay, that is how to run your calculations. So let's create the second, our total orders now. Okay, that's our second KPI. The total orders now is the second KPI. So we are currently creating our DAX functions. So we're going to go to the same order here, new column, right? So that's going to be total order, and that is equals to, now I'm going to count the total customer ID here. Okay, so count rows. Let's use count rows here. Count rows of our orders to get the total orders, right? We're going to count rows of orders. Orders here means the order table, that is how many rows we have in our order table. That's going to be our total orders, right? So we're going to click on here, and then let's see total orders by countries as well. So you can just remove the revenue here, then put total orders in it. You can see that we have more orders from the US, and then followed by the Ireland, and the least order from the UK. That is how to get your total orders. Okay, now I want to know our unique customers, total unique customer we have. Okay, so instead of us using the count here, total orders, we counted rows, so you can easily count the rows from our customer, because in this customer table here we have unique customers there. Okay, so you can count the rows from this place. Now you can easily create it from here. So new column, then total customers. you see that we have different total customers compared to the total orders, and that's going to be count rows as well. And count rows customer, the table's name is going to be the customer table. We have total customer here, so let's compare the both of them in this particular table as well. You can start, we have 100, 1000 total customers. By country, let's remove this order. Counts rows customers. So you can see here that we have more customers from the US than from the Ireland and list from the United Kingdom. So we can now drag in our revenue, that's to see our revenue by total customers now. So you can see how much revenue they actually return for us by comparing them here. That's how to get your total customers, total orders. Okay, where's our orders? Sum of revenue, country, total orders here. So we have 1 million total orders, and then we have 1000 total customers. Okay, unique customers here. So we've done our data gathering, data cleaning, and data modeling, and also DAX. We've calculated our 3 DAX, that is the total customers, total orders, and total revenue now. So now the next thing is to generate insights from this table now. So let me show you how to generate insight from your Excel, from your table using Power BI. So if you look into this, each of these tables now, notice that we have the total customers here, and then we have the loyalty card here, we have countries, cities, names here as well, and we also have other things in other tables as well. So in this other table here, we have the order dates, customer ID, and those quantity, revenue, and so on. In this place too, we have this. So we have the product ID, coffee type, roast type, unit price, and profit. Okay, so now if you want to generate any insights, so we use our metrics or KPIs, key index, key performance index, our KPIs. So our KPIs here now are the revenue, total order, and also total customer sales. Those are our 3 KPIs here now. Okay, so we're not going to use our aggregate data to aggregate to aggregate the numbers that we have. So I'm going to use this city now to aggregate our data, our KPIs. We use this city here to aggregate our KPIs, also use country here to aggregate our KPIs, also use this loyalty card. It depends on what you want to see. Okay, maybe you're working for a particular company and your boss also tells you, okay, Ezekiel, go and get me total customers that we have in each of the countries that we are selling in. We are selling how many countries? We are selling in 3 countries here. So I want to see total customers in each of those countries. That is like the first insight, right? Or I want to see how much revenue we made selling our roast types, and that is in the product here. How much did we make selling the roast types here? Like how much in revenue? That is the second that should be the second insight now. Okay, so you can easily go into our visual report view here and then generate those insights. I'm going to create a new page here. So the first insight is country by total customers, right? So you can just come here and drag the country in here and then add total customers now. I don't want to use map. I would like to use a simple visual so you can see what we have there clearly. So I'm going to use the country by total customers. Okay, so these are the countries by their total customers. So you can see how many customers we have from the USA and how many we have from Ireland and UK as well. You can see the difference between the customers here now. This is our first insight now. So second insight is going to be the roast type by total revenue. That's the second insight. And now we are trying to visualize this insight automatically in Power BI. As we are getting those insights, you're also visualizing those insights immediately. So the next insight is rows type by total revenue. So the rows type is here in product here. Drag it in, and then our total revenue is here in our order table. Drag it in. You can see the rows type here by their total revenue as well. That is our second insight. Can you translate this one into maybe donut chart or this bar chart here? You can use any of them, but this looks good for me. So the next insight is going to be, let's go back to our table to see the next insight. You can also use coffee type by total unique customers. That's how many of our customers actually likes this coffee type. That's our unique customers likes this coffee type. Okay, so you can just go back in our visual and see coffee type here by total unique customers. Oh, this is total revenue. This is total cost. This is unique customers from each country. I want to say total orders, not unique customers. Sorry. So I will remove this total customer here and use total orders instead. So I can see the total order by countries. You can see they are in millions, sorry, 700,000. So I cannot use the unique customers for this our coffee type. I want to see the unique customers that bought our coffee types. Okay, how many unique customers bought our coffee type? So I just add these total customers here because this is the unique customers here, and this one is total orders. Okay, so I'll change this one to account. Okay, so you can see total customers that bought our coffee type here. So we have IS is who is IS? Yes, IS is Arabica. We have more customers for buying Arabica, then followed by Liberica, followed by Excelsa, followed by this Bosta is last one. Okay, that is how many unique customers are buying this product here. You can also do for how many revenue we have from these unique customers as well. So the revenue by coffee type now. Revenue by coffee type, you can see it here. We have IS revenue. Let's sort it. Click on this to sort it for you. So you have IS revenue, set it Excelsa. Let's sort this one as well. So the IS revenue is from Excelsa, but we have IS unique customers from Arabica, followed by the Liberica, same thing, Arabica, Excelsa, Robusta is always last one. Okay, that is how to generate your fourth insight. So we need 5 different insights from here now. Okay, so I'm going to use this sample. Let's use 4. You can use 4 as well. So we're going to use this one. Let's use this and then use this one, and then you can change this particular one here to a donut chart. So you can have a donut chart here as well. Or we can also see our monthly sales, as I forgot to use the date. Okay, let's see our monthly sales by revenue. Our monthly revenue, our month is in the it is in the orders here. So let's see the month with highest revenue. Okay, so I'm going to come here and then generate another monthly revenue, which is going to be a line chart because this is a time series data, and a time series that is always on a line chart. Okay, so choose a line chart here, then use your month. Your month is in the order date here. So date hierarchy, expand it, then choose your month from here and put it in, and then to your revenue. You can see the monthly revenue here as well. Here's how much you made monthly. So we have our 5 different insights here, all visualized and also analyzed. Okay, we have visualized those insights and also analyzed them to see their analysis. You can see that here now we have our revenue by coffee type. That means the highest revenue here came from our Excelsa, followed by Liberica, then Arabica. Robusta is the last revenue, is the least revenue rather. So we've analyzed, visualized, and also drawn insight from our data. Now we want to make it in a proper dashboard so we can easily present it to our stakeholders or to our boss or anyone wants to present our insights, because we can't just present it like this. It's not looking fresh enough. Okay, let's go and design our dashboard now to make it a proper dashboard. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing is to bring in our chart title. We also need our KPIs and also some slicers as well. Okay, so let's get those KPIs in first. So the KPIs are going to be up here. Okay, so the first KPI is going to be the yearly sales. So get the year KPI. So we are going to turn on the slicer here. The slicer is also used, not the slicer, we're going to use the card here. So click on the card, then bring it up here. Then the first KPI here is going to be the revenue. So you can see our total revenue here. So put the revenue in. This is our total revenue here. Okay. And the next one is going to be our total orders. We can just use only 2. So total, or let's use the 3 of them. So let's remove the revenue from here, remove, and then use total orders here. Let's duplicate it as well. Then total customers, total unique customers now. So let's put this in and remove the revenue from here. Total unique customers now is 1000. Okay, I hope you understand the differences between the two of them. So now I can get our chat title into this place. Now the title is going to be in our text box here. So you can write your title in this place. So the title is going to be coffee order. Coffee order analysis. Data with Ezekiel. Okay, so coffee order analysis, data with Ezekiel. That is my analysis, right? So I'm going to design this properly. So broaden it, increase the size, more, less, 18, 16, yeah, and then bring it to the central. Okay. Centralize it. So this is our chat title here, and the next thing is to bring in our slicers. Slicers are like filters in Excel. We can use slicers to slice our data and see what we want to see in our data. So I'm going to be using the year slicer and also loyalty card slicer here. So let's check for that year. So the year is going to come from the order date here to see the years that the orders were made, and also the loyalty card. If a customer has a loyalty card here, either yes or no, as you can see here. So I'm going to use the loyalty card and also the year as my slicer here. Okay, so I'm going to get the slicer visual now, which is this. Click on it and then get the year here into our slicer. You can see our slicer by year now. Let's reduce it. You can put it here. So I'm going to also use the slicer here for our loyalty card. So you can see we have 2 different loyalty cards, 2 different options or categories here for our loyalty card. Okay, so let's drag this down and put this to the side. I think we don't have enough space here, so you can see that we have everything we need in the dashboard now, but what we're left with now is to design this dashboard to make it look okay. Okay, so let's hide all this and then increase display, because you can see we are still having spaces at the side, by the side of our dashboard here. We need to like enclose everything there. Okay, so go to the visual canvas setting, then the height is okay. Let's use custom. Then the height is okay, but the width is going to be 14. Let's use 1480. Yeah, that's cool. So you can, we still have some spaces here and spaces here that we can actually work with. Okay, so let's reduce this. This should come down, and then this one can come here, and then this one too can come to the side because there's enough space for everybody to breathe. So you can take this to come close to this. You can still expand this one. So we are not going to give our chart a background. So you can actually specify, okay, it can differentiate each of these charts here. So you can give it a background now. We're going to give each of our charts a background. Okay, so this does not seem to be showing. Yeah, so give this one a background. So you click on it here and then go to your background here. Go to the visual format and then I'm going to go to general here and then go to effects and then the color is white, so you're going to change the color to another color. You can choose a color that you feel like will suit your analysis. This one does not look good. This too does not look good. I don't know how to choose a color for it. No. Let me go and use blue. Family of blue colors. Yeah. Okay, this looks okay. So this is for everybody. So I can easily design this particular one. So let's draw this one properly. So for the bars as well, we need to change these bars as well because the colors don't really match each other. So you can just come to this and then go to columns, and then the color of our columns are going to be what? Let's choose the color by ourselves. So you can use any of these colors here. You can use this. I think this one looks okay. Okay, let's use a deeper black or bluish. Yeah, this looks okay. Okay, and then let's give our chart a title. So come here, then give it a title. The title is going to be here. So the title now is sum of total order by country. So can this say orders by country is okay. You don't have to add sum of total orders. Orders by country. And then you're going to central. You can select this by the side of our chart. We want to bring it to the center of our chart here. So just click on this and then it will take you to the center. So the next thing is to remove this sum of total orders here. You can see that we have orders by country. That means this is orders and these are obviously our countries, right? So you can easily remove this country here and sum of total orders here. It is so redundant. Okay, so click on the chart here and then come here, then go to x-axis and turn the value off. No, we want to turn the title off instead. And then you can change the color of the values as well. So come to the value here. You can see you can change the color from here to the same color we are using. You can see so it can match the charts that we are using. Okay, so now you can easily do the same to this one as well. So go to your y-axis here and then turn off the title, which is the title of the values. Titles here as well. Then you can use the 100 millions for this one too. Okay, I hate having this here because if you want to know how much you made selling in the United States, you can't even know it until you put your mouse cursor on each of the bars. But I want to be seeing it automatically on my charts. Okay, so I'll just come here, then go to general. Okay, it is in visual, so go to your chart label, data label, and turn it on. As you can see the total amount that you made here. So go inside of it again and then use the values. You can see the values here. So the values is going to be, because I don't want it in millions, they are in thousands. So the values is going to be in thousands, not in millions. Yes, something like this. So you cannot turn off this y-axis here. So go to your general, yeah, then turn off the y-axis values too, so we don't need it again. So you can see that we have something looking nice and beautiful now. So you can easily apply the border for your chart as well. So you come here, then apply border to the chart. So go to effects and then go to visual border, turn it on, and then you can easily give it a border. So enlarge the visual border and then come to the rounded border here. So I want to have a round border, right? I want the border to be round. So I'll come here again on the general here, effect, then border, visual border, then rounded border. So I can easily round this like this now. You can see that it's actually affecting it. So this 20, let's use 20. Enter, yeah. You can see that we have something that is looking better than it was before. So let's apply the same thing to other ones as well. So you click on the chart, because I've already designed this particular chart here and I want to apply the same design to other charts. So I can easily click on this particular chart here, then click on the format painter, then apply it to other charts. As you can see, click on it again, apply here, click again, apply here, click again, apply here. Okay, so now we have something. Let's try it on these ones too. Okay, so you can apply the border to every one of them. So now we have this here. I don't want to apply it to these ones. Let's use something else. So we can use something else for our KPIs and our slicers. Okay, so now our order is here. This is, so let's rename these ones as well. Okay, let's rename the title. So come to general, then title. The title is going to be count of cost. Let's say customers. There's not need to be count of customer by coffee type. Yeah, that's cool. Then here as well, this is going to be revenue by coffee type. Yeah, revenue by coffee type. Then this one is going to be revenue by roasted type, and this is going to be monthly revenue. Control A, monthly revenue. Yeah, so you can change the line here to this same color. So the line color here can be this color as well. So go here and then go to your lines here, then choose the color for your line. Line color is going to be this. Yeah, and then I can change the color of this one because this is just too many colors. You can change the color of this one to the shade of this blue here. Okay, so come to the slices here, then colors. We have 3 different colors now. Okay, choose for the bigger one. Is which one is bigger? Okay, this blue is bigger. That is light. Yeah, light is the bigger one, so you can choose this color for the light. Okay, then the smaller one followed by this, then this. So I think this is okay like this. Okay, yeah, the bigger slice here has the same color as other ones, and that is cool. So the next thing is arrangement. We can now arrange our charts properly so it can fit in. Let's arrange our charts properly. Arrange properly. Let's take this here and these smaller ones here. Okay, this is battle of creativity. And then take this here as well. Yeah, then you can now design these ones properly, make it come close to this one. Same as this. Okay, so then you can put anything you want in. Maybe your company has a logo, you can easily put the logo in this place. Okay, so let me bring in one logo. In fact, let me give this one a color first. Slicer header. Let's use background effects. Now this one, let's use this. It's too much. Yeah, that's it. Let's try this. Okay, apply the same thing to this one. So I just use something simple for that one. Yeah, you can apply the same thing to our KPIs here as well, and apply the rounded border to it as well. So visual border, turn it on. The rounded border is going to be a little bit rounded. Let's use 15 for that one. Same here, 15. So let's apply it to them. Okay. Yeah. Bring it a little bit down. A little bit down. Okay. So this title is next one now. So let's expand the title so you can take up the space here. This to the side. I use the same background here on it as well. Okay, so if you have a company's logo, you can easily put your company's logo by this side here. Okay, so my own company's logo is, I'm going to go to my Twitter and download my logo and then use it here. Okay, so I've downloaded my company's logo. I'm going to be using it here now because if I'm working for a company, I would like to use their logo and also their color on their dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to put my company's logo here so you can know, okay, this is for this particular company. I'm going to go to insert and then insert a visual, an image here, and the image is in download, and that is this particular one here. So I'm going to open it. You can see it just inserted there for me. So this is Ezekiel's company, Ezekiel Aleke's company here. Yep. So this is how you build this is just a fight of creativity. Okay, so this is how you build a complete dashboard. You can see that from data gathering to data cleaning to data modeling, DAX, calculating measures and columns, all the way to drawing insights, analyzing insight, and visualizing our insights, all the way to building this particular dashboard here in Power BI. And it took me very few minutes. Okay, this is how you build a complete dashboard using Excel, using Power BI. So let's do this one. We forgot to complete this particular one as well. So I'm going to remove this. You can see the sum of revenue here. Even though we said monthly revenue, that means all these months here signify that, okay, this is actually monthly revenue by, you can see here. So let's remove this month and the sum of revenue here. So you click here. After you've clicked on the chart, then go to your x-axis, then turn off the values here. Okay, turn off the title, but for the y-axis I can turn off the value and the axis. Turn off both of them. Yes, so we have our monthly revenue. I want to also use the data marker here now. Okay, so you can actually mark where our months are. So for January, it's going to mark this place for January, mark this one for February, and mark this one for March, and mark these ones as well, all of them. So let's use data marker now. So the data marker is here. You can see markers, right? So you can just see the content in the mark category is going to be all of them. Apply marker on show all category, as you can see here. So the shape of your marker, you can choose any shape of your choice and also any size of your, you can also increase the size as you deem fit, or any shape that you feel like is okay for you. So that is how you use data marker. Let me reduce the size, it's kind of too big for me to see, and I would like to use circle. Yeah, this looks cool for me. Okay, this is how you create a complete dashboard in Power BI. all the way from beginning to the end here. And I will see you again in my next video, or watch my video on how to build a dashboard using Excel, and it's going to be after this video, so watch it, and I will see you again in my next video. Ciao.